What's up guys, in today's video we're gonna install rear view camera interface from Cars Gadget with upgraded power harness. You guys been waiting for this video forever and finally here we go. But before we proceed to the installation process, I wanted to explain what is the difference between basic radio and MMI in the Audi's A4, A5, Q5, because we got these questions all the time and I want to just explain once and forever. Okay, so what is the difference between MMI and Audi Concert and Symphony radios, which is like I call basic? Because they're located right here. You see this knob right here? That means you have a basic radio. And if it says here Concert, Audi Concert or Audi Symphony, then it means that you have a Concert or Symphony radio. And if you have here Audi Multimedia and there is no knob here, just a CD changer, and could be like a 2-slot or 1-slot for SD card, and this knob located right here, that means that you have MMI system. So it's very simple. So this video installation will be particular for Audi with Concert and Symphony radio, not MMI. I mean, it's pretty much same steps. The only difference is we need to run wires to LCD screen, and it requires removal of this plastic panel. And when you have a MMI, you don't have to do this. We just need to run wires to the head unit and climate control. So let's begin with the frame removal around the screen. It's very easy, but before, put the gear into the drive position. That will allow you more room to work right here. So then go and disconnect the battery in the trunk. So once you disconnect the battery, let's begin with our trim removal. All you need to do, just using the plastic tool in the corner right here, and you can kind of hear it, it's clicking, and like work around and moving forward right here. Just be gentle. Lift it and put it on top. The second step is to remove this airway. You need just to push it down. Another step, you would need to remove climate control. Same thing as the air vents. Just pull it on the side, there's a metal clips behind. They easily found one side. Second side you don't even need to, but you can also help it out. So you don't scratch anything up here. I would recommend to put some cloth. On the inside you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts for the head unit, and 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts for the LCD screen. Alright, just a regular 8mm bolt. To pull out these connectors, you will need to push it up, the red connector, and then just disconnect. 1 and 2. To do is just to put the head unit aside. Just make sure you don't scratch the steering wheel. I mean, you can also apply some tape, but I'll just be extra gentle right here. And you just need to create a room to run the wire from the screen to the bottom to the climate control unit, because that's the place where we're gonna hide our interface, video interface box right here. LCD screen Torx, we're using T15. So now the time to remove screen. You pull on the screen, disconnect this wire. Then you take provided LVDS cable from us, this white connector. You run it down to the bottom where the climate control wires are. Then you will connect original OEM wire into provided LVDS cable. So here's the trick. Sometimes this connector is pretty tight and even you put it in place, but it won't connect. So you need to actually play with it so it locks all the way in until you hear click, or maybe if you will turn it on like when we get to the testing phase and you don't see anything on the screen, you might need to, you know, connect, reconnect, or like to make it easier, just spray it with VW40 so it locks properly. Now we connect the other end from our LVDA's cable into the original screen. Alright. Okay, now we want to keep these wires out the way. Okay, so now just install it like this, but don't put any screws yet until you test it. Alright, so wires are now right there. You install the head unit back. Now we got our second plug-and-play harness, which we called power CAN bus wire. Before we move any further, so this is one like if you have a MMI system, not a concert or symphony radio, you don't have to deal with it. All you need to do is just proceed directly to this step, just connecting with the climate control panel. You would still remove the head unit. We provided tools like a special Audi lock tool for Audi radio. You put it there, you remove the head unit, you remove the climate control first, you remove the head unit, and then you connect LVDA's cable directly instead of the screen. You will connect it directly to the MMI head unit. We got our harness. You get the big plug because there are like small and large, so you get a bigger one and you install it in our cable. Then the other end you will connect into climate control. Okay, put all wires back, all the way on the back. So now we should have only these wires right here, 2 wires. You get our interface unit, and this is gonna be your LVDA's cable. LVDA's cable comes on the sticker, it says LVDS. Don't screw up, some people put it in front, but this is the camera interface outputs. This is for this wire right here with your RCA cables. So this one comes on the back. So just remember, all these wires comes from this side, comes to the back of the unit. So we connect LVDS and we connect power. And then in the front we have our input wires, AV input wires. And now it has like a bunch of different colorful wires, but for the rear camera, rear and front camera, we only use purple. This is where you connect both of your cameras, and front and rear. So we run our wire from the back, right? So now all you need to do is connect it to rear camera and then peel this wire right here and you connect them together. And now we're ready to test the camera. So go back. So now you can put it back into parking. Go put the wire, negative wire, back in the trunk and test the system. So after installation you can hide your, it's plenty of room inside this compartment. You can hide box right there. You can even apply double tape, scotch or something to hold it in place. You can hide your wires up there, or you can run them up there and also place the mirror link. By the way, this is the wires you can use for mirror link: yellow, black and red. That's the mirror link or DVD applications. This is the power wires. The purple wire would be your wire to connect with red with the camera wire. Also, in order to connect mirror link, you would need to run this AMI to RCA cable from the mirror link. If you decide to install it in this location next to the camera interface, you would need to run it to the to the box right here, so you would need to remove box with the key. There's a key goes in these holes, Audi key tool, and you will run this wire. There is a hole like up and it goes directly into the glove box. So I was able just to pull it. I don't know if you can see, it's hard for me to recording and do it with one hand, but anyway, you see the wire blinking right there? That's where you put another hand and you meet the other end of the wire and you run it to the unit. And you can run the wire through this hole to the bottom, plug it in and install it, and it will have like OEM look, nothing even, you know, noticeable. There's also like a pocket inside there. You can place, let's say, our box inside that place, and here you can put the mirror box or mirror link in this spot right there. But I think it's like a perfect space, and you could probably even fit two next to each other. The mirror link right here and our unit here. Just make sure this wire's not gonna be broken when you close it. Maybe you don't want to turn around because there is openings on the back. I don't know, it's hard to see, but you know, where you can kind of lean the wire the other direction. But it's up to you. You can play with it. It's a lot of room up there. Alright, all the wiring installed. Here's my mirror link wire coming out. Power wire I connected to the interface unit. Yellow to yellow, red to red, black to black. Purple, as we know, comes to the rear view camera. Now we got our mirror link. Let me install it. Connect all the wires. Alright, so now all I have left is three wires. These are three connectors. These are two for climate control, small and big. And for now I just decided to experiment and leave this plug for mirror link wire for my lighting cable for iPhone. So when I close, all I will have is just this plug on the side, so then I can connect the wire there. Let's put everything back together. Alright, before I finish, a couple tips what could go wrong when you do an installation. So if you don't disconnect the battery and for some reason you turn the ignition on, you can get some warning light. It could be like a TPSM failure or passenger airbag failure signal. Then you need to go back to the Audi dealership, pay the money to do some programming, so it could be expensive. The other thing, when you disconnect the battery, make sure you don't lock the trunk, because if you lock the trunk and the car doesn't have folding seats, there is no way to get in the trunk and get an emergency release to open it. Then you need to bring another car, jumper start it, and then you can open it. But another hassle. So this is two common mistake people does. Anything else, if you follow our manual instruction step by step, exactly what's in the manual, it's pretty straightforward. As you could see, it's very simple installation. Alright guys, good luck and see you in the next video. Bye bye.